People come from miles around, from the farms and from the towns, to where excitement will be found at the Alabama National Fair. The Alabama National Fair.
My name is Dawn Seabolt, D-A-W-N-S-E-A-B-O-L-T. We are the Grove MGM. The Grove MGM exists to provide dignified and affordable housing to girls ages 18 to 24 that are aging out of foster care in Alabama. We had heard that Kiwanis was a big supporter of youth, and this is a demographic that a lot of people don't really think about. They're still young people. They're still technically kids at 18, but when they age out of foster care, they don't have a lot of support, and so we wanted Kiwanis to come alongside us to support this group of people. So the Grove provides housing, but we also have a community space where we have enrichment nights and independent living skills nights where we learn how to be independent adults. And we also have a bookstore. And so the bookstore funds our mission, and it helps us bring in some increased income. But in order to have this commercial space, we had to have a wheelchair ramp. And so Kiwanis was able to provide the funding for our wheelchair ramp to be ADA compliant and open to the public. So we have people that come into our space that have never heard about the Grove, they've never heard about this population, and we're able to interact with them and to engage with them and tell them about our mission. We also have people that are coming from other group homes in the area and young people that are coming to our enrichment nights, we call it Grove Night, and they're able to get into our commercial space. They're able to access, if they have the need, they're able to get here with the wheelchair ramp. But really, even just to be open, we had to have the wheelchair ramp. So in order to have the funding and have the housing to be affordable, we only charge $125 a month in rent when you first come to live here. And that's obviously a lot less than even our mortgage. So we have to have the community support as far as finances, but we also love to connect with the community for resources, because a small town like this, it's just beautiful to watch people come together to connect their resources, and whether that's finding our residents a job, or somebody needs a babysitter and they need a little extra income, or a job reference, or just a mentorship, just a friendship. So this community space has afforded us a lot more opportunities for bridge building. Often when I tell people that 20% of kids aging out of foster care become homeless in the first year, they're very surprised. People think about kids needing foster parents or needing foster homes, but they don't realize how many of these kids end up on a trajectory straight to incarceration, or straight to trafficking, or just back to the home that they were removed from because they have nowhere else to go. So we want to provide a safe, affordable, loving, and nurturing environment full of grace. We're very trauma informed. We have a lot of compassion for what these kids have been through, why they might react to certain things in a certain way, and that just helps them get on the right path. So we do want more people to care. We want more people to just be aware of our population and the need for connections in the community. We're hoping for this to not be a new idea, but to be, we know that kids need homes, and we know that kids need safe housing, and that's something that we're giving to, or we're connected to. Because the past 3 years, when I've been telling people, they either have never heard about it, or they think, well, that's a new and interesting idea. So I would love in 5 years for people to say, oh yeah, I heard about the Grove and all those success stories. It's amazing how well those girls are doing, and how the trajectory for their life, and then generations to come. Because so many kids that are raised in foster care end up becoming their kids end up in foster care. And so we want to break that trajectory and break that cycle. So I was a nurse for 18 years, and when I decided to start a nonprofit, I had so many questions, so many unknowns, but I was very good at just getting out there and talking to people, asking questions, getting to know the right people, getting to know social workers, foster parents, foster youth, listening to stories. And hopefully I've created a program that has incorporated all of those voices, because I really am very passionate about it being dignified, because I don't want it to feel like a shelter. I want it to feel like a place where these young people want to live and learn to thrive. And so when people are speaking about our youth in a dignified way, it makes me feel very proud and very happy, because that is my heart. And I feel like I've been beating that drum so much that people are starting to understand the reason behind it, because they deserve dignity, and they're very worthy of a beautiful home like this. Often they don't realize that they are worthy of that. Their expectations of where they will live is very, very low. But we really want to raise the bar and raise the expectations of what they're capable of.
Henry Ford said, "Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success." The Alabama National Fair and the Kiwanis Club of Montgomery. Together, we make a difference.